So I've been trying to figure out what to speak about, what to make content on for these video topics. I'm trying to listen out for God and get downloads and all of that good stuff, and ain't nothing been coming to me. But since putting out this last video, I started receiving the insights. I started receiving the confirmation that basically God is like, okay, Vinny, I know you got the Address Me mobile app. I know you got the H&R movement. I know you got music. I know you got global politics you're getting into, and that you're in your bag about the plight of the black community and all of that good stuff, and I support you. But I need you to basically speak about the fluid community and share what that is all about with the people. And so that's what it is. Anybody who take issue with anything I gotta say, don't take it up with me. Take it up with the man upstairs. He is the author and the finisher. I am just a vessel, allowing him to use my life for his glory. And so this is what it is, man. Forgot what I was gonna say, but I'm gonna just get into it. So this video this topic I had initially addressed on my IG page, but I'm gonna make a new video for the YouTube page. And God, this is the video that I would like for you to use for the introduction to the fluid community. Whenever I go out and start doing these interviews and doing this press tour or whatever it is that you have for me in this new season, in these next phases. Yes, I would like for this to be the video because I do not want to continue to go on every show and have to remember all of this. So we're just going to do the introductory video, and then me and the interviewer can get into whatever it is that we're going to talk about after that. But so this is what the fluid community is, what we stand for, things of that nature. The definition of a fluid individual is a person who carries themselves in the traditional role of their born gender, who may or may not be private about having same gender or varying gender intimate partners, and who are not bound to a particular preference regardless of the length of their sustained attraction to a particular preference. So, like I said in the previous video, a person can be bisexual, a person can be homosexual, a person can be pansexual, a person can be whatever type of sexual. Being fluid doesn't have anything necessarily. It's more so about your beliefs, your behaviors, your values, how you carry yourself, than it is about who your intimate partner is or the gender of your intimate partner at the time. Yes, so the purpose of the fluid community is that we exist to provide a voice, a safe haven, and a representative community for an underrepresented and often misidentified or misunderstood group of men who, prior to the existence of this dedicated community, did not really have a community home that was felt to completely align and fully represent the beliefs, behaviors, ideals, values shared by the members within this community, the fluid community. The vision for the movement or this community is to establish a globally recognized community where members of our community around the world can feel represented and comfortable to be authentically themselves anywhere that they are, and or to identify themselves and have it be instantly understood by anyone what it means to be a member of the fluid community. For me to be able to walk up, or anybody to be able to walk up and somebody ask them, oh, well, or if anybody happen to find themselves in a conversation with somebody and somebody asks them, okay, well, what are you? They say fluid, to have it be instantly understood, to be a household representation just globally. Because right now, as it stands within the LGBTQ plus IA conglomerate groups and the fluid community is a separate group. And I'll get into why in a second. But within that group, there are all these terms currently being tossed around to describe the different people within that conglomerate, where, to be honest, I think it's kind of messy. There's no clarity. And so the fluid community exists to provide clarity as to who I am and what I believe and what people like me believe and how we behave and what we value. And again, that's not to say that we are better in any way than the LGBTQ plus IA community, or like you can't sit with us or none of that. It's just we are different. We believe different things. We behave different ways. So that's what it is. The mission of the Fluid organization is to redefine and to raise public awareness about two underrepresented groups previously subcategorized within the LGBTQ community conglomerate as discrete gay and or DL groups. Additionally, our aim is to dispel the negative assumptions, negative misunderstandings and connotations that are associated with the individual's decision to remain private about aspects of their lives where privacy is and should be perfectly understandable. And to educate society on the importance of respecting the privacy of others and that there should be no societal expectation of entitlement to know or be informed about the private aspects of a stranger's life that holds no essential function or significance to the public welfare. Which is strange that this even needs to be addressed or explained, because that should be common sense and common courtesy to stay out of people's private business, like, or not feel like people you cross paths with just on a day-to-day, like you should, like, if you don't know their private business, that must mean that they're hiding. That's not the case at all. And so the public needs to, and society needs to be educated on that, because that's currently like the way it is. But yeah, that don't make sense. Like that's not. Anyway, so, and to establish ourselves as an individual community, like I said, separate from the LGBT conglomerate, on a basis of having a difference of beliefs, behaviors, values, personas, ideals, things of that nature, that are unable to be properly represented or identified within the LGBT group due to a misalignment with multiple groups included in that community. That, like I said, society basically meshes all these terms together, that results in a distortion of the identity of the fluid identity in such a way that creates the obstacle of fluid individuals being perceived by society in a light that's not completely representative or indicative of our culture and our customs and what fluid people represent. Also, our mission is to empower fluid people to be themselves through the creation of a community, that more closely represents their shared ideals, personalities, personas, beliefs, behaviors, values, things of that nature. And that is what the fluid community is, folks. If anybody has any questions, feel free to reach me on my IG, One Prophet King, and we can talk about it. Like always, be safe today. Stay out the way. Take everything one step at a time, one day at a time. Focus on finding yourself and finding your purpose. I love you, King V, H&R.